Hey everyone. This week's assignment was all about social networking and about our future and like how it impacts it and everything like that. The first part of this assignment was to think about how my social networking activity can positively and negatively affect and or impact my future. Well, social networking can positively affect my future because I feel like, just as we discussed in class, Facebook can help me keep in contact with my friends from like high school and elementary school. For instance, like I'm a part of a couple groups on Facebook, like my class of 2011 page, like for my high school class. I love that page actually because like all the kids I went to high school with write things on there, like whether they're saying hi or that they miss us all, or like they're planning to visit our high school and like want to get together or anything like that. It's a great way to keep us all together after we graduated. Then me and my close group of friends from school also have a page where we can post, like if we're all going to hang out, or even if we just want to complain about the day. I find that page as a kind of stress reliever actually, because some of the stories that we tell each other and conversations that we have keep us laughing on the hardest days. Alright, now how can social networking negatively impact or affect our future? Well, to start off, I have to say that it can negatively impact my future because or even now, because like of its interference with schoolwork and even regular work. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they're so addicting, and I always feel like I have to check them like every 5 minutes. This can pose a distraction, not only while I'm in school right now, but even when I'm like at a job, which isn't good at all. Um, Actually, I could be going into the computer, like, to print something, and I'll find myself opening Facebook by accident, like in the browser for like 30 minutes, just creeping people. Imagine I did that as at a job in the future. I would barely get any work done, so that's definitely a negative aspect of social networking. The next part of the assignment was to provide an example of how I or someone that I know made a social networking decision that recently had a negative impact on my or their life. Well, nothing like that has happened to me recently. But I know that in my high school, this girl, like who everyone knows, like loves to party a lot, got rejected from a few of her schools because of her pictures on Facebook. She was a really smart girl and was actually aiming for Ivy League schools, but I guess she didn't really fix her Facebook, I guess, before applying. Apparently, the admissions counselor saw pictures of her with like a bong and like getting wasted with a beer funnel and stuff like that. This not only impacted her college career, but it will impact when she actually goes out in the world because, like we talked about in class, once something is on the internet, it can't be erased. Once it's out there, it's out there. There's like no turning back. The last part of the assignment was to reflect on my conclusions about the advantages or disadvantages of social networking and my future. Well, after talking before about the positive and negative effects that social networking could have, I think that the positives don't really outweigh the negative effects that it can have. I mean, sure, like I love the fact that I can keep communicating with my friends, like from high school or just the close friends that I have at home. But yeah, I don't know. It's just so distracting, and like it has caused me to worry about my future because obviously, like I could always just deactivate my account and stuff, but I know that some businesses actually use that as a way to communicate. Like, what if I'm in my office and like my boss said to me to check something earlier, like on a group on Facebook, like for the company page or something like that? I'd go on Facebook and look at other people's profiles for like an hour, and I wouldn't even know it. Like the time would just fly before I could actually do what he wanted me to do. Um, like that actually happens sometimes when I have to do the calm homework. When I have to go on the group page, I'll be on the group page for like a second. I'll get a notification, and I have to click on it, and then I'll just go off on like a tangent, and it's just so annoying. Um, so yeah, it's just so distracting, time consuming, and I guess my biggest fear is wasting a lot of time in my future on social networking rather than actually doing something productive.